In the last little while, the big news is about InSight having landed on Mars. It was quite an accomplishment. You shoot you send a rocket off from somewhere probably in Florida, and it lands 7 months later within a few meters of where it's supposed to be on Mars. InSight is, of course, totally different from the various rovers that have been meandering around the planet for some months now. It is meant to be static. So it was important that it would land someplace where it was flat, and that it would not land on a boulder or one leg on a boulder near a tree knot, etc. So they had to pick a flat piece of land that was wide enough or big enough to allow for some error, although no error was made, in fact, in landing it. The big aspect of it, and hopefully I can find it, is what is called the mule, or the mole, sorry, not the mule. And it is going to dig 5 meters down, 16 feet give or take, to try to figure out what has been happening on Mars on one hand, and to some extent what is happening, because there's a seismometer, and if there is movement within the planet, it should pick up some of the sound waves. So it's an amazing accomplishment. Some of the rovers that were sent up there, they were supposed to last at least 90 days. They've been there for now years, and they're still going strong. So how long this will last remains to be seen, but at this point, it works very well. And how about this for a selfie? This is an actual picture of InSight, taken by InSight. It's an amazing photograph. What was interesting is that the solar panels initially had dust on it, and I guess somehow the dust particles have been blown off, so which means that there is some wind going on there. So I'm sure we'll hear a lot of news about InSight for many months to come, and maybe even some years. And what we'll find out remains to be seen, but it will be fascinating.